Breakfast and brilliant ideas, coffee and conversation, we're serving up that and much more at IBJ Media's events. Join us at an upcoming event and kickstart your day with fresh ideas and new connections. Check out our event lineup and register now at ibj.com/RSVP.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. Construction layoffs at the $3.5 billion GM-Samsung SDI electric vehicle battery cell plant in New Carlisle are drawing attention, but local officials say the pause is part of a planned redesign rather than a sign of deeper trouble. The Detroit News is reporting that some construction workers at the site have been laid off as GM and Samsung SDI adjust plans for the joint venture facility. That plant expected to employ about 1,600 people when it begins production in late 2027. Serial entrepreneur Dr. Don Brown believes his next venture will lead the charge in revolutionizing the practice of medicine. He's no stranger to the world of entrepreneurship. In addition to being an MD, Brown has founded 3 software companies in Indiana, including Interactive Intelligence, which sold for $1.4 billion in 2016. Brown is currently the founder and CEO of Bioscope AI, which officially launched in June. The University of Southern Indiana is planning a $34 million renovation and expansion of the very first building constructed on the Evansville campus. Built in 1969, the Wright Administration Building houses senior admin offices, including the offices of President, Provost, and Vice President. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Northeast Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Fort Wayne. Join business and community leaders at Innovate Northeast Indiana, a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight. We're talking talent, technology, and transformation. And what's next for the region? Join us at the Grand Wayne Center Tuesday, November 18th for Innovate Northeast Indiana, part of the Innovate Indiana series presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. A subsidiary of Fishers-based American Resources Corporation has announced a $1.4 billion partnership with the U.S. Department of Defense and a North Carolina-based company to increase the domestic production of rare earth magnets.
The funding from the U.S. Department of Defense's Office of Strategic Capital will support ReElement Technologies' partnership with Vulcan Elements to support the production of advanced rare earth element separation, metallization, and magnet manufacturing capabilities in the United States. The OSC's commitment includes 2 separate loans matched by private capital that consist of $620 million for North Carolina-based Vulcan Elements and $80 million for ReElement Technologies. The 2 companies will work together to produce 10,000 metric tons of neodymium magnets, which are used in products like electric motors of cordless tools, hard disk drives, and magnetic fasteners. ReElement works with companies within the industry to refine battery materials such as lithium, cobalt, manganese, and nickel sourced from end-of-life batteries and manufacturing waste. 2 years ago, the company acquired a controlling interest in the former RCA Thompson plant and its 42-acre campus in Marion. The company invested at least $100 million to convert the 425,000 square foot facility, which was previously used to make television tubes, into a rare earth and battery material refinery that could eventually employ more than 300 people. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The city of Vincennes has signed a sister city relationship with the city of Overuch, Ukraine, the latest such pact in the Hoosier state to mark the international exchange of culture and civic pride. That agreement between Indiana's oldest city and the western Ukrainian city of about 16,000 residents was announced last week. New Haven-based SDI Lafarge Copperworks is promoting Jerry Evans to the role of president. Evans most recently served as operations manager for Copperworks, a joint venture between Fort Wayne-based Steel Dynamics and the Lafarge Group based in Barcelona, Spain. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Hi, I'm Dave Neff, host of Talent Scout. On this show, we shine a light on Indiana's next generation of leaders who are making a difference in business, community, and civic life. These are real conversations about purpose, mentorship, and building a future that matters. Join me as we invest in leadership that lasts. Subscribe now on your favorite podcast app or listen at ibjpodcast.com. The IBJ Media Podcast Network is the soundtrack of a growing state.
Indiana is on the move, and you can hear it happening on the IBJ Media Podcast Network. We bring you the voices at the center of our economy, our courts, our companies, and our communities. Subscribe now and be part of the conversation that's building Indiana's future. Find all of our shows by searching IBJ Media in your podcast app or visit ibjpodcasts.com.